Morning. Time for the first Take Time Tuesday of 2026. We start by breathing. So breathe in, breathe out. There's a common adage that with age comes wisdom. And honestly, that's not exactly true. There are plenty of people who age and don't learn. So it's probably more accurate to say that with experience comes wisdom. And it's only in the event that you choose to learn from the experience. As we see in the world right now, there are plenty of people who are older who have chosen not to learn from history or time or their surroundings. One of the interesting things about experience from, or learning from experience, however, is that it doesn't always have to be your own to learn from. You can learn from the experiences of those around you, from the people around you and their life lessons and what they go through. And that's probably more salient, more a wisdom gathering endeavor than learning on your own. If you pay attention to the people and their life experiences around them, you can learn an awful lot. It's also something that is very uncommon, and most people don't. As they get older, they become more firmly entrenched in their own idealism, and a thing called brain plasticity occurs, where your brain literally hardwires itself to its beliefs and doesn't like to change. But taking the time to listen to other people and see their points of view and understand their points of view retards that plasticity and helps you to learn and grow from it as well. I freely admit that that was a lesson I had to learn the hard way. And as a result, I don't know who I would have been had I continued along any number of paths that didn't include outside stimulus to learn from. But it definitely made me into the person I am because I chose to learn from it. And I can honestly say that with experience came wisdom. It's a hard-earned wisdom. It's not always a welcome truism, but it is what it is. And because of that, I am someone that people who knew me 20 years ago honestly wouldn't recognize. And that's not a bad thing. When I was younger, I was fairly indifferent to the world around me for multiple reasons. I had fatigue at a young age because of life experiences, and it took a lot of both my own suffering and the suffering of people around me to elevate myself to the point where I could learn and grow. And that's a continual process that honestly I don't ever want to stop doing. I feel that that's what life boils down to, is having the opportunity to learn and grow and continue doing so. And if I can reflect even a fraction of that back to the people that I encounter in my life, that gives meaning to what I do. It's not always going to be the same for anyone else, but that's part of the point. You find what it is that gives you meaning in those interactions and you move forward. Something to think about. You'll have a good day.